Good morning, Shirley. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Young.
Good morning,
Courtroom
Miss
two, can I
McLeod.
speak? Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am fine.
I heard you call Miss Young. Do you need anything?
No, 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 no. I
Okay.
was just saying hello.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Courtroom one, if you can hear me, I would like to speak to Mr. Robbins, please.
Okay, hold on one second.
Okay.
He's on the way down. Once he get in here, I'll have him call you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good morning, Maureen. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. I can hear you too. How you doing this morning?
I am doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
Doing great.
My last full day until I am gone. I'm leaving tomorrow.
I knew it was a Wednesday. I wish
Yep.
you well.
Thank you.
And how long will you be gone?
Just over 2 weeks. I will be back at work on the 4th of August.
All righty.
August 4, I'll be back at work.
Now still be here.
Of course, we want you to be here.
No vacation between now and August 4th. So,
Okay, I understand. That's my last one for the year.
oh, okay. If
All
I
right.
traveled as much as you do, I think I would be worn smack dab out.
Um,
All right, we're ready to start. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, Miss Lucia.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. The Spanish interpreter that I need is for a female client, Judge. We're still waiting for ACDC. So as soon as they log on, I'll need to speak to her with the interpreter in the breakout room, Judge.
Okay, great.
And Your Honor, I have two clients on the add-on calendar. I already spoke to them. These are negotiated pleas. I spoke to them last week because they were actually supposed to take their pleas before Judge Roth, but he had an issue and we were unable to communicate with them. They were having issues at the jail, so they were placed on today's calendar. So I've already spoken to them, gone through their rights and everything, and I have the paperwork prepared.
All right, great.
If you already have add on one, Mr. Carr ready?
I don't see the state.
Yes.
Add on one. Is that where we are?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Morgan, is that yours? If it's not, I can wing it.
We said add on one.
Yes, they
Yes.
were negotiated pleas from Judge Roth last week, but there was an issue with communicating with the jail, so they were placed. The
What is her
Assistant
name?
solicitor was Miss Ponder.
Mhm.
All right,
What
it's
is her name?
DeMarcus Carr, DeMarcus
Marcus
Carr,
Carr, yeah.
25 CR 001939A.
It doesn't look like I necessarily have received the add-ons. Maybe I'm just not looking in the correct place. So, Ms.
It's fine. I'll
Spears,
handle it. I got it.
thank you.
It's totally fine. Give me just a moment. My computer's a little slow, but I'll pull it up.
I assume ASG Morgan, they haven't gotten you on to the email string. Actually, I wasn't on it either, so don't feel bad. They'll get us on eventually.
They'll probably get her on just before she goes to trial line and leaves us.
I
Uh-huh.
emailed it to you, Judge Mincy, and I emailed it to Miss Morgan. I just don't have any
Yes, I just-
recommendations for it.
I see
Okay.
it. Yes.
Let me see
I
what,
can share with you what Miss Ponder sent to me.
Okay.
If I have it in an email.
yeah,
I'm
go ahead,
happy to
Miss,
share.
yeah, that's fine with me, Miss McLeod, while I'm pulling this up.
Sure.
Ms. McLeod, email me in too, thank you.
Who was that speaking? I'm sorry.
Miss Young, what are you saying,
Oh,
Miss Young?
I will.
Oh, is it mail everything to Chanel.Young?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Okay. All right, you can go ahead and read the offer, Attorney McLeod.
Yes, Your Honor. I just forwarded it as well. It's for Mr. Carr, it's 12 months to serve 180 days, balance probated to do 12 hours of anger management and no contact with victim.
All right. You have it up, ASG Spear?
Excuse me, I do. I just wanted to check one more thing because usually we ask for a stay away. And so I wanted to pull up my victim tab real quick and see why we didn't do that.
All right.
Okay, I do see it from Sharia Ponder.
Yes.
We will honor what Miss AHG Ponder, excuse me, had written, which is the 12 months to serve, no contact. All of the elements that Ms. McLeod had mentioned are here in the email, so we'll honor that.
All right. Do you so stipulate to the fact, venue, and ID, McLeod?
We do, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Carr? Can you hear me?
Yes,
All right, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
yes.
All right, and I'm going to take your plea today. I'm going to swear you in first. Raise your right hand. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yeah.
All right, put your hand down for me, and you'll need to answer a little louder so the court reporter can hear your responses and record them, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would hinder your understanding today?
No, Judge.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes,
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
yes,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
yeah,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
yeah,
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
yes.
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No,
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
no,
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Great.
And as to the charge of simple battery against a person 65 or older, and criminal trespass, damage to property, how do you plead to those three charges?
I
Yes.
think it's a pregnant person was the allegation, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
65 or pregnant.
Oh,
Yes, I
or
think that's
pregnant.
what.
I'm sorry,
it
maybe
is.
that's why he hesitated. I apologize. Or a pregnant person. How do you plead to those three charges?
Uh,
How do you plead to the simple battery? How are you pleading today?
yeah, I guess.
Guilty. And as to the simple battery against a pregnant person, how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
And as to criminal trespass and damage to property, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, before we move on, what are the plea for charges B and C or 2 or 3?
What are the what now?
What are the pleas? They only gave us one plea. It's 3 charges.
That's a recommendation for everything. There are 3 counts, but that was
For
how
all
it was
of them,
broken down.
Yeah, what we can do is put it all under the battery against a pregnant or 65, and then everybody else can have credit for time served.
Everybody else, all the other two
The other
charges.
charges,
The
yeah.
other charges.
Mhm. Is that all right with you, Ms. McLeod?
That's fine with me.
All right.
Credit for time served, balance probated, correct?
Yes,
But you only want him to serve 180 on count 2.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta start 180, 180.
No, you've already done the time. I think that was.
Oh, okay. So
So you'll get the credit for the time you already served.
I'll be released.
If you don't have any holes.
I know.
Mhm.
All right, they will begin to process you once they receive the paperwork.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I was going number 2, Mr. Bankston. Morning, Your Honor. Bank
Good morning.
plea this morning.
Yes. This is 26 CR 004425B. Mr. Banks in charge of 1 count of battery family violence. State?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's request is that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months, serve 30 days. He received credit for time served, that his balance be prorated, that he participate in FVIP, he have 40 hours of community service, and that he have no further contact with Jada White and stay away from 505 Fulton Street Southwest.
All right. Attorney White?
Yes, Your Honor. As we accept the plea as negotiated, we would have waive 3 months probation fees if the FEIP 6 months long. And that's probation go non-reporting once he completes all those requirements.
Jay, do you have any objection to him going non-reporting after he's completed all the conditions?
Your Honor, if you could just give me one quick moment to go back and look at my victim notes, and then that'll help me have a better response to that. Just one moment. Everything moves slow when we work from home, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, that is fine with the state. We are fine with him going out and reporting.
All right, and I can only waive 1 month of probation fees. All right, ready for the plea, Mr. Bankston?
Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand your plea. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yeah.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by your plea here today? I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Couldn't hear you. I don't know if this volume went out. Do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
And as to the charge of battery family violence, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept your guilty plea and you have your conditions. So you will need to do all those things before your probation will go non-reporting, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I know we got 5 through 7, Mr. Bearhill. And Judge, it's gonna be a plea this morning. You didn't have a question of the state as far as position 6 goes. It says C above position 5. So I understand all of the conditions, but is that a guilty plea? Is that no process?
This is a global offer.
I understand
So
3 cases. And position 6 says C above.
C above meaning see the global offer above in position 5.
Right, and I understand. But it doesn't say that that's an actual plea or not. All the requirements are listed under position 5.
Right. So my purpose in that was just to say that instead of, I could just copy and paste it and send it back to you, but it's the exact same plea. All of the cases are being pled to what's mentioned in position 5.
Well, except for position 7 says no cross.
Right. So that's the only one that's no pros.
Okay,
And then no pros count 2 and number 5 as well.
got that. Okay, just want to make
Yeah.
sure clarify.
Okay, so
And next time I'll send it differently because I can see how that could be a little bit confusing. So thanks for bringing that to my attention.
I get it.
you want him to do 160 hours worth of community service?
80 hours in total.
Okay, see, then it's not the same. So please say your recommendation because I have to get the paperwork correct. So
Okay,
when you
next
say
time I'll make sure
above,
to
it's a
do it
problem.
Could you say that again?
When you do that, it's a real problem because if you want us to copy it, then we copy the exact same thing.
When it says concurrent, I guess my understanding of concurrent means that it all runs together. So I just thought that we all would understand that that means it's going to be 80 hours just in general, but
No, ma'am.
next time I will send it differently. So I really apologize about that.
So on position 6, we're doing 12 months balance probated credit for time served.
That
Mhm.
makes sense.
So in total for position 5, position
Okay,
6.
we got 5. I'm not being rude. We got 5.
Mhm.
Let's move on to 6 because I need to make sure the single sheets is proper. So give me the plea for position 6.
12 months probation, balance prorated. ADET, no further violent contact. With Michael Berryhill, stay away from Walmart at 4735 Jonesboro Road in Union City.
So you want him to do ADET in 5 and 6. So we only need ADET one time, correct?
Correct.
So you want 12 months, balance prorated, credit for time served, basically, and a stay away. It's the same victim?
For, we're talking about 6 or 7? 7 is,
Six,
okay,
six,
6 is
six.
gonna be stay away from
No,
Walmart.
same victim.
Same victim?
That's the question.
Let me
Is it
make
the
sure.
same
Mhm.
victim in position 6?
That's why I'm about to go back and verify, make sure. Yeah, I see how this can be confusing. So next time I'll just list them all out. So that's the Walmart, Jonesboro Road,
Is there,
47.
is there a victim at all in position 6?
Sorry, get my call. Hold on 1 second. Now my office phone is ringing on everything. In position 6, the victim is that Walmart off of Jonesboro Road.
Okay, they're not a victim, that's a location. And so in position 5, you have also no further violent contact with Michael Berryhill in position 5. And so we're
position 5,
asking, is
mhm.
that the same? Does that also copy over to
To
position
number
6?
6. It
And
does
I
not.
don't know if it does not. All right. So
Mhm.
position 6 only deals with Walmart, the
That's
location,
correct.
stay away. Okay. And so you see how I'm hoping whoever was training you would have told you that. You need to put it for each case because she still has to do paperwork to dispose of each matter. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else you need, Ms. Young?
No, Your Honor, I have it correct now. But
Okay.
going forward, there are more cases on here like that, so we're going to need to break them down.
Okay. Right. For each case.
Got you.
And then he's not doing any community service for position 6, correct?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. All right.
What can
Mr.
be easy going forward is we can put all the recommendations on one, like she did, everything that's gonna happen. And then just do credit for time served on the other cases. But she's still doing the same amount on probation. It makes sense what she did, we just needed to clarify.
Right.
All
I
right.
appreciate that suggestion. Thank you.
No worries.
All right, Mr. Berryhill, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. You have 3 cases. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I got
All right. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
it, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. Going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yeah. Yes.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself.
Yes.
You're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer.
Yes.
You are prepared and agree to waive these rights today. Is that correct?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by your guilty plea here today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Yes.
And as to the charge of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Yes.
All right, the others are no price. All right, that is fine. You understand your conditions, correct?
I'm sorry, Judge.
Oh, I said you understand your conditions for the plea, correct?
Yes. He does, Judge, and we would ask that probation terminate once he completes some of those requirements.
All right, state, you have any issues with it terminating once he completes his conditions?
So sorry, give me just one moment. If I'm remembering correctly,
ASG Spear, can you help her out?
the state does not have a problem with him going, was it non-reporting?
No, he asked to terminate.
We do not have a problem with him terminating.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Add on to Mr. Crumbly next. We can do this in the next 24 hours.
Add on 26 CR 002747A, and this is Julian Crumbly. And I understand this is going to be a plea.
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
All right, thank you. State?
Yes, this is another one where ASG Ponder had made an offer that we will honor. 12 months to serve, 90 days with credit for time served, balance probated, no firearms, no alcohol, no drugs, 12 hours of anger management, no contact with the victim, and do not return to the location. I can look up who that is and where that is in just a moment. And we do ask the defense stipulate for purposes of the plea to ID venue and factual basis.
We do so stipulate.
All right. And Mr. Crumbly, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And is he pleading guilty to 6 charges?
It would appear so.
Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Who's going to yell at me? Is it Miss Strong? Hold on.
Ms. Young.
Miss Young, we'll put it all under battery, credit for time served with the rest, the other charges. Hold on. Let me pull this up so we can see who it is. Okay.
And it's actually 7 charges.
7.
Yeah, because they forgot to move the simple battery down.
We can merge the simple battery into the battery if it's not too much. If it's easier for you to do, simple
It looks
battery.
like
should
it's
be-
merged
That's
because I mean,
fine.
on here is battery, semicolon, simple battery.
Yeah, the
So
simple
it
battery is
merged.
supposed to move down.
Okay.
So we're gonna merge the simple battery into battery.
Yes, please.
And then all the other remaining charges are just 12 months credit for time served.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
The victim's name is Bernard Thompson. I have his address as 1723 Lakewood Avenue in Georgia. I want to confirm that
But no
is
further violent contact or no further contact?
no further contact. I just want to make sure if that's also the incident location or if this happened elsewhere based on the totality of the charges makes me wonder.
Elsewhere.
It happened elsewhere?
That's good. That's my
Okay.
understanding anyway.
All right, let me check. I'm pulling up the police report now. No, that is the incident location. It says 1723 Lakewood Avenue. Is that what I said?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's,
that's
it's
where,
not, it's not like a house or anything. I think it's like a public location.
oh, okay. Well, that's what we have as the victim's address, but in any event, that is the incident location. There is a stay away and no contact.
All right, Mr. Crumley, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, okay? All right, first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would hinder your understanding today? Huh? I didn't hear you. Okay. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes.
Has anyone told you you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation may be revoked because of this guilty plea or affected?
Yes.
All right. And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes.
As to the charge of battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Charge of theft by taking?
Guilty.
As to the charge of criminal trespass?
Guilty.
As to the charge of willful obstruction?
Guilty.
Criminal trespass and damage to property?
Guilty.
And terroristic threats and acts?
Guilty.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
And number 10, Mr. Cosby's next.
All right.
While we're waiting for Mr. Cosby, who from the state is handling position 28?
Say that again. What was that question?
I think it's me, 28.
Is there an offer?
Give me just a second and I will find
I
out.
think 28 might be me, Jennifer.
Put it in the chat, so we get a chance.
No, hold on. I think this is the one that Mary texted me about. Hold on.
Yes.
No, we need to reset. It looks like restitution is currently $13,000. So it's staring down the barrel of a felony. We'll need a reset on that.
So that is Hassan Tanta.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Don't take it.
We're doing a 1 week, correct, Mr. White?
That's correct. And, we did this last week as well. He was reset. Well, there wasn't an offer last week, so we had a bond reduction.
All right.
Do you want me to put final reset for 7/21?
If that's possible, yeah. I mean, it's been 3 weeks now, so actually he's been in jail. Yeah, a little over 3 weeks. So.
Well, we've had to, get the client, victim contact and all that stuff. I assume because of the amount that we're waiting to collect, and I get it. This should have been done, but,
That was my point. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's been here 24 days.
absolutely. I understand. And like I said, Mary texted me, Miss Evans Battle texted me this morning about this, so it is on the forefront of our mind, and I will let her know that we've had this conversation and next week will be the final.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. We are now on position 10, Michael Cosby.
That's correct, Judge.
All right, and this will be a plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is 26 CR 004122G. State.
Yes, Your Honor, on count one. Sorry, I just had a pop-up come up on my screen. I'm working on one screen. Things seem to be against me this morning, so waiting for it to finish buffering so I can minimize it. So for count one, the state is requesting that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months of probation with his balance prorated, that he have OP 21, that he stay away from 60 Lucky Street Northwest, and that he have a $300 fine. On count two, we are requesting that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months probation, balance probated, 40 hours community service, stay away from 60 Lucky Street Northwest, and we're asking that defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and identity.
We so stipulate for the purpose of the plea, Judge. We would ask to convert that $300 fine to an additional 30 hours of community service, giving a total of 70 hours of community service. And ask that his probation be terminated once it completes all its requirements.
All right, ASG Morgan.
The state does not object to that transition from $300 fine to an additional 30 hours of community service, and we also do not object to his probation terminating upon completion of his requirements.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cosby, I understand you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
No.
Raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
No.
Sorry?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down for me. And remember, you'll have to answer loudly so the court reporter can hear you. First question is, are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would hinder you from understanding today?
No.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
It's not.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
It's not.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
No.
Are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes.
Has anyone told you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea here today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
So the charge of willful obstruction and simple assault, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Huh?
Item number 22, Mr. Hill. What, if I could have 1 second, Judge.
Okay, all right.
Judge, we're ready to go forward.
All right. And this is Larry Hill. This is 26 CR 004422J, Larry Hill. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And Mr. Hill, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, speak loud so the court reporter can hear you. Okay, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol at this time that would impair your understanding today? Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
Ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charge of simple battery, family violence, how do you plead?
Yes, ma'am.
And state, I guess I was trying to rush. I didn't even hear what the offer was. Could you put it on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. We are requesting that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months probation, serve 60 days, receive credit for time served, his balance be probated, that he complete 60 hours of community service, that he completes FVIP, and he have no further contact with the victim, Imani Burke, and he stay away from 450 16th Street, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia.
Come on.
All right. And if there's anything, is there anything else, Attorney White?
Judge, again, we would ask to waive fees for Mr. Hill and ask his probation to go non-reporting once he completes all his requirements.
I'll waive 1 month. State, do you have any objection to non-reporting?
Yes, Your Honor, the state does object to the non-reporting. In this case, the victim has expressed that she is pretty traumatized from this experience. So we would like for him to continue reporting to probation so that we could just make sure he has the opportunity to check in and for people to make sure he's doing well.
That means basically he'll just walk into probation, pay $50, send him out. Nobody's doing any well. But
Well, if they see, if that's what they do at probation, then that's what we're requesting happen, Your Honor.
All right, I'll just waive 1 month and he'll have to do the full 12 months on probation. And I'll waive 1 month of fees. All right. That is it.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you?
you keep trying.
Great. Okay, I have Mr. Dotson. Kelvin? That's not you?
Yeah.
Oh, Kelvin Dotson, Your Honor, and I don't have my paper with the position numbers on it, forgive me.
He's
Your Honor, that-
13 through 16. Does he need to speak to Mr. Haddad first?
I did speak to him, Judge,
Okay.
and just so the court is aware in the state, I'm requesting a non-negotiated plea only. I'm asking for the 180 days. That's not going to change. I'm asking to suspend the probation, and I explain at the appropriate time, Judge. But I'm not asking for a change as far as incarceration time. I'm just asking for a change or for the court to suspend the probation, the other terms, Judge.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
Yes.
just because I'm still learning, I'm not sure what suspending probation actually means. So if you don't mind, could you explain that to me?
Oh. They it's either going to be probated or suspended. So I guess that's a question you would ask ASG Spear or ASG Evans Battle. But it'll be probated, meaning he'll continue on it, or suspended when he won't. That's my simple answer to it, but I'll let them go in more detail.
Okay.
What is left, theoretically, what would be left for him to do on probation?
So
If
once he
what-
completes all of his requirements, then he will be let off essentially.
Well, what is he left? What's left for him to do? Does he have classes? Does he have anything other than a stay away?
Let me see 1 second.
There's
Community
commu-
service, anti-theft course, and then that stay away.
Okay, so it would be balance probated.
Okay.
And
Thank
Mr.
you.
Dodd, you're asking for suspended, right?
Yes, and I can explain my reasons at the
Okay.
appropriate time, Judge.
Okay. Well, go ahead. We'll hash it out up front.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Judge, on behalf of Mr. Dotson, he wishes to resolve his cases. The reason I'm asking for just the incarceration portion of 180 days is the fact that he still has a probation violation in Fulton County that's in felony court that I suspect is going to be revoked, involve incarceration time. He also has a hold from DeKalb County. So once he's done with all his felony cases, so his felony case and these misdemeanors, he's going to be taken to DeKalb. I don't know how long he's going to be in DeKalb. Under these circumstances, that's why I'm asking for just a straight 180-day sentence, Judge.
That makes sense to me.
It does
Uh,
to me as well.
Okay, I was going to say, State, what do you say?
No, I agree. If he's going to be incapable of doing some of the requirements, then yes, I understand.
Right.
Likewise.
And
All
then
right.
we're ready to proceed, Judge.
Okay. All right. Mr. Cosby, I understand you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, not to interrupt. This is Mr. Dotson.
Oh, hold on. I went to the wrong case. Dotson, Kelvin. I'm sorry. Mr. Dotson, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand for me so that I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea. First question
ma'am.
is, are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, I am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, I am.
Has anyone told you you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by your guilty plea here today?
Yes, I do.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, I do, ma'am.
All right, and as to the position 3806A with theft by shoplifting, 2 counts, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the case ending in 053A with the 1 charge of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the case ending in 055A with 1 count theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the case ending in 056A with 1 count of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, thank you. I'll accept your guilty plea, and I think Ms. Young has it. He will be terminating, correct?
So on 14, 15, and 16, it's 12 months balance suspended credit for time served. Is that correct?
It'll be
It's 100.
180 days on
80
each
days.
count to run concurrent.
That is
So-
correct.
So it'll be
180 days on each count.
That's correct. So it'll be 12 months to serve 180 days on each case count and balance suspended.
Okay, and
And
so, are we taking away the anti-theft course and all of that?
Yes,
That's correct. We're still requesting, though, that stay away from Walgreens at 595 Piedmont Avenue, Northeast Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, thank you.
thank you, Ms. Morgan.
You're
That's
welcome.
correct. Thank you. Aye,
All right, thank you.
Ms. Dodson, thank you.
Yo, go there. Well,
Excuse me. All right, who do you have next?
We will start with position number 27, Mr. Jones.
This is 26 CR 0043336G Brent Jones. State.
Yes. 1 second. Okay, I'm there. So for count one, Your Honor, we are requesting that the defendant serve 12 months. I'm sorry, that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months, serve 90 days. He received credit for time served, that his balance be probated, that he stay away from 8141 Colquitt Road, Sandy Springs, Georgia. For count two, we are asking that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months, serve 90 days, credit for time served, his balance be probated, that he participate in law and decision-making course, that he have no further violent contact with Officer M. Asher. And we are requesting that the defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and identity.
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea, Your Honor. That was our understanding of the plea deal. We are asking that his probation be allowed to go non-reporting once he's completed the conditions of probation. You're on mute, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, State, do you have any objection to non-reporting?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Mr. Jones, I understand you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
no.
All right, got to speak a little louder for me. We do have a court reporter here and she has to record your responses. Excuse me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure that you understand your plea, all right?
No.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
No.
All right, put your hand down for me. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that that's what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you understand that you're giving and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charge of loiter and prowling, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the charge of terroristic threats and acts, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, accept your guilty plea. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Next is position 20, Miss Halstead.
This is 26 CR 0043338G Taylor Halstead. State.
Yes, Your Honor, we're requesting that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months probation, serve 60 days, that she receive credit for time served, her balance be probated, 40 hours of community service, 8 weeks of anger management, that she have no further contact with Tierra Stuckey, and that she stay away from 864 and 844 Cleveland Avenue in East Point, Georgia. And we are requesting that defense stipulate to factual basis, venue, and identity.
Your Honor, we so stipulate my two requests, judges. One is if the court would consider waiving the first 2 months of probation fees just in light of the anger management classes that she has to take, as well as placing her on non-reporting once all the conditions are complete. According to my calculations, she has another 12 days in custody to serve before she is released, Judge.
All right, I can waive 1 month of probation fees. State, what about non-reporting?
Your Honor, the state objects to the defendant not reporting once she completes her requirements for probation. Again, we have spoken with the victim of this case. She has expressed that she's traumatized and that this instance wasn't the first, it was just the first to be reported. So at this time, Your Honor, we are requesting that the defendant continue to report even after completing her requirements on probation.
All right. She'll have to continue with the 12 month probation, Mr. Haddad.
I believe she wants to proceed with the plea, Judge.
All right. Ms. Halstead, do you want to plead guilty today? I understand.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions and make sure you understand your plea. First question is, are you under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
So as to the charge of stalking, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I accept your guilty plea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 29, Mr. Lash. That's it. Right.
This is 26 CR 004334C, Xavier Lash, state.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Count 1, 12 months probation, serve 30-day balance probated, anti-theft course, stay away from the Walmart at 1105 Research Drive. Count 2, obstruction, the $300 statutory fine. Count 3, false info to Aleo, credit for time served. We do ask that defense stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis for purposes of the plea.
Okay.
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That was our understanding of the plea deal. Your Honor, we are asking that Mr. Lash be allowed to phone in report. He does not have a car. He is currently residing in a senior living home. If he's gone too often, he loses his lease at that senior living home. So it would be much more convenient and less likely to make him homeless if he were allowed to phone in report.
Okay. State, do you have any objection to him phoning in?
Your Honor, I discussed this very briefly with Attorney Judd yesterday. Our only concern is that he's a multi-state offender with kind of a lengthy history, but that said, we don't want him to be homeless, so we'll defer to the court.
All right. How old is Mr. Lash?
63, Your Honor.
and he doesn't have a car,
No, Your Honor.
I will allow him to phone in. But you know, I know you'll warn him that he's got to do this correctly since I'm giving him that grace.
Yes, Your Honor. And I apologize. One more request for the court.
Mhm.
I believe he is able to do community service instead of a fine if the court will allow that.
How's he gonna get there?
So his senior living home does have one of those buses that will drive people around to where they need to do. It might take him some time knocking them out a couple hours at a time, but he will be able to do some community service, but he's on a fixed income.
All right, that's let's see, how many hours?
I believe that'd be 30, Your Honor.
30. All right, I will agree to convert the $300 fine to 30 hours of community service.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, we're ready for the plea, Mr. Lash.
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea, all right? First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding today?
No, ma'am.
All right. And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you are giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
Has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by your guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And you do offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. As to the charge of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And giving false information to law enforcement, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. And we will accept the plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Next is position 49, Miss Sawyer.
Your Honor, I did speak to Ms. Sawyer. That's gonna be a negotiated plea, Judge. I would ask the court to waive, to terminate her probation upon completion of the requirements, which is the fine and the class.
Do you have any objection to termination, State?
I don't think so, but let me double check. I just want to make sure that she is not a repeat offender. Yeah, she's got theft charges from Ohio, West Virginia, I think this is. Yep, West Virginia. Ooh,
Oh, just tell me yes or no.
yeah, we object.
Okay, thank you. All right. They object, so I will not allow her to terminate upon completion.
Would the court allow non-report?
She's not from Georgia, it sounds like. I have a few issues with that. Does she have stable housing
She indicated she did, Judge, but
How long has she been in Georgia?
I did not specifically ask her, Judge. If
Yeah.
the court wants to inquire, that's fine.
All right. Miss Sawyers? No, yes. Can you tell me how long have you been in Georgia?
I've been here since 2012.
2012?
Yes, I have a stable residence.
I'm sorry?
I do have a residence, stable residence.
All right, I I will allow her to go non-reporting after she completes the conditions. And the biggest one, I guess, is as long as she stays away from the Walmart, takes her anti-theft course. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right. Raise your right hand for me, Miss Sawyers. Is it Sawyers with an S?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
yes, ma'am.
All right. You can put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. First one being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
And are satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And to the one count of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor, since courtroom 2 is not ready, I am ready with position 55, Miss Watkins.
Actually, we are ready, but you go ahead and guilty.
All right. He'll get
Go
you
ahead,
for that.
courtroom
He'll
2.
get you for that later. All right. 55 is Stephanie Watkins.
Have a seat. Come on.
I'm sorry, I think she's 54. No,
She's 55 and 56.
55 and 56. I went the wrong way. All right.
That's all right. Mr. Haddad, did you still just want to have a bond hearing on this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, Watkins is a bond hearing. This is 56 is 25 CR 0016871, theft by shoplifting, willful obstruction, and then 26 FTA 001229 is position 55 for FTA. All right, state.
Yep, I'm pulling it up now. My understanding in speaking with Mr. Haddad, and obviously Mr. Haddad, correct me if I'm wrong, she was more concerned about the FTA that she had received when she was incarcerated in another state. And based on Mr. Haddad's research, we are willing to drop that FTA.
Okay, so we will dismiss the FTA.
I'm trying to pull up her previous bond conditions.
We're dropping both of them.
She
No,
has
she
two
said-
FTAs?
Yeah. She's
I don't
54,
see-
55, and 56.
No,
Unless I made an
54
error.
is, no.
No, 54 is somebody else. Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor, I believe she's only being held on the FTA. But if, the clerks can, litigation manager can correct me, but she should be released, Judge, and further notice for another court date.
That's correct, Your Honor. She's only being held on the FPA.
Okay.
And I'll submit the appropriate order and CC Ms. Spear. Thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Mr.
thank
Maddox.
you.
Thank you.
I got 44, 45, Mr. Robbins.
This a plea?
Your Honor, this could possibly be a non-negotiated plea.
Okay. State,
If she wants to go non-negotiated, that's fine with me. Usually when we do non-negotiation, what we originally offered is off the table though, just so Ms. McLeod is aware.
Okay.
Okay, so on position 44, case ending 1513G, simple assault, disorderly conduct, state asks for 12 months to serve in both counts and $1,000 fine in both counts. Position 45, battery ending in 4235G, state asks for consecutive 12 months to serve and another $1,000 fine. So it'll be 3 years to serve and a $3,000 fine, Your Honor.
okay.
Your Honor, they made a global offer which we felt was not reasonable. My client is not opposed to what the state had asked in their global offer in terms of him doing certain things. The offer, the global offer, as I saw it, was 12 months to serve 180 days, credit for time served, balance on probation to do an alcohol drug evaluation and any recommended treatment, no further contact with Marquesia Brown, and stay away from 901 Joseph E. Boone Boulevard. And 12 months, and to do 12 weeks of anger management also, and the same stay away. Our issue, Your Honor, is all the time that they want my client to spend in jail. He has been in jail for almost, I would believe he spent at least 30 days, probably more. So what we were hoping that the court would do is to ask him to do those things which he would be prepared to do on probation, but that he be able to get out of jail in the next 24 hours. And the reason for this, Your Honor, is that he has a child who has been ill. You know, from being in jail, he's lost his job. He's really in a pretty bad situation, Your Honor. And to have to serve 180 days just seems a bit excessive under the circumstances. So we were hoping that he would be able to get out. The issue that why it's not a negotiated plea is the amount of time in jail. We were hoping it could be time served up to this point.
I don't know. Let me hear his history state.
He's got 25 cycles in Georgia. He's got one from another state, Your Honor. I'll also remind Your Honor that his charges are simple assault, disorderly, and battery with 2 different victims.
Does he have any convictions?
Yes, ma'am. Give me just a second. Let's see. Montgomery PD 2004 domestic violence. Let me pull up Georgia.
Did you say 2004? Wow, that's 22 years. 22
Oh, don't
years.
worry, Miss McLeod. I'll get to the more recent stuff.
Okay.
I'm just scrolling all the way down for all his cycles. Give me just a second. Okay, let's see. No, that's a felony dismissed. Here. Okay. Wow. Okay.
In Your Honor, while Ms. Spears is looking at his criminal history for position 44, I have count 2 merging with count 1.
That was our original offer, yes. But when Miss McLeod went non-negotiated, we revoked it.
Ms. Spear, how much time has he actually served so far?
I have no idea. We don't check that anymore.
Okay. It seems to me he served about 30 days, at least.
He did 3 days on the simple assault and disorderly conduct, and he's been in for 23 days on the battery.
Thank you, Ms. Young.
26.
26, okay. Mhm. So my guesstimate of about 30 wasn't so off, okay.
Ooh-wee. All right. Give me just a second. I'm trying to parse through this. All right, I do see it was just, I will preface this by saying it was dismissed. There was a previous battery family violence that was dismissed. Not worried about that, not worried about that, not worried about that. He has a lot of open cases because he has a ton of FTAs, but I'll just stop there. That's all I'll say.
Based on what you said, Ms. Spear, it sounds like the conviction was one in 2004, which is 22.
No, that's not true. I just stopped looking after a certain point.
Okay. But he doesn't have anything recent that's particularly egregious for him to have to sit in jail for 180 days. So what we're asking for is just for him, he can do probation. He's willing to accept probation. He just wants to get out so he can address the issue that he's having with his son that is ill. And he has spent 26 days already.
Let me
Who is
ask
the
this,
parent of, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Ms. Spear.
Well, if the parent is Krista Cobb or Marquisia Brown, he's not going to see the sick kid even if he gets out.
It's not.
And then what, you said there were open cases and FTAs?
Yeah, he FTAs just about every case according to his criminal history.
And again, is that 2025, 26?
Yes, it's all recent, but it's not all Fulton, obviously. That's not why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he has holds. I don't know if they even know or care, but
When he does care, before he was locked up, he was working,
not
he was
him,
trying.
the other counties that have the FTAs. I don't know if they're coming in. I don't know.
I don't think it's anything significant because my understanding was that he just didn't have any holes. But even though people have had arrests, that doesn't mean they have convictions. And the only thing I've heard you say of any significance is that old one from 2004, which is 22 years ago. So he's already spent 26 days, Your Honor, and I just feel that he should get the opportunity to get out of jail. He's willing to go on probation and do the other things that the state had recommended in their offer. With the issue we were balking at was the amount of time they wanted him to stay in jail, not the conditions they wanted him to undertake on the probation. He was willing to do all of that.
Ms. Stallworth, are you chiming in? Is that why you're here?
Good morning, Your Honor. Would you like for me to give you the history?
That would be fine. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. There are 25 cycles total, one from the state of Alabama. There's a 2019 conviction from Fulton County for giving false name and possession of marijuana less than an ounce, a 2019 conviction from Fulton for speeding and driving without a valid license, and then an 06 out of Fulton for disorderly conduct, a 2000 out of the city of Atlanta for willful obstruction. And then as far as FTAs, the latest one was 2021 out of Fulton, 2019 Fulton, 2018 City of Atlanta, 2015 City of Atlanta, and 2014 City of Atlanta. That's all. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. All right. So the state is asking for 180 days.
Not anymore.
Plus, huh?
Not anymore. Once you go non-negotiated, we ask for the max on everything.
All right. And,
That's the correct face. Correct face to make the.
and even with the credit for time served at 180 minus 26, he was still,
Well, it
serve at
should be a
least.
long time, Your Honor. It's just too much for
For
given
3
the
violent
nature.
cases?
Miss
No,
Miss
don't say
Spear,
that.
his history is not a bad history.
If
It's
he's
old.
pleading to this, he's admitting to simple assault and battery. Those are violent charges.
There are also misdemeanors, and his history, you know, he does not have a significant history of any kind of violence. The one conviction there is really old. This
Okay,
man
Your
has a
Honor, the state
response.
would like a trial on this matter. We're revoking our offer. We would like a trial.
And my client is interested in a non-negotiated plea that the judge gets to decide. It's on the
The judge
calendar,
can
and the
decide.
judge
The
has
state
the
is entitled to a
authority.
trial as much as the public
Miss
defender
Spear,
and the
Miss
defense
Spear,
is.
Miss Spear, let's talk
Yes.
one at a time.
Yes,
Okay?
Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I'm going to, I'm not going to accept the non-negotiated plea. We can further notice it for trial. But with the non-negotiated plea that, his attorney is proposing would be roughly, I guess, everything merging in a global offer just for the 180 days credit for time served. Is that what I understand, Ms. McLeod?
No, Your Honor, I'll tell you what we were asking for. The
Okay.
state had sent an offer which
I see
included
that on the calendar, right?
he did 12 weeks of anger management, an alcohol drug evaluation, and any recommended treatment. Stay away from 901 Joseph E. Boone
Right,
Boulevard.
I see that.
Right, and that was what we were okay with all of those things that they were asking. It was just the amount of time in jail that was non-negotiable. Us, we were okay with everything else that they were asking him to do while on probation.
Right.
It's a jail time that we are balking at, Your Honor, for him to sit in jail that length of time. We believe that given his history and so on, he spent 26 days already. If he's going to be on probation, he can come out and do all those things instead of spending 180 days and then coming out and being on probation again. If he was going to accept 180 days, that would have to be straight time served. I cannot imagine anyone pleading to spend 180 days in jail and then coming out and being on probation again. We are asking for him to come out of that with this time, or at least 30 days, no more than 30 days, and then be on probation. He's okay with that.
All right, I'm going to reject that. As far as the non-negotiated, I would be closer to what the state is offering for these matters. And I know that ASG Spear will give me more on the factual basis for these cases.
Would you like that now, Your Honor, since you're rejecting what? Okay, I'll pull it up. That's not a problem. Give me just a second. Okay. I want to make sure I get the right report for the right case. I can't remember. Okay, this is the first case. The incident date is March 6, 2026. So this is case position 441513G. Excuse me. On March 6th at about 3 a.m., officer was dispatched to 901 Joseph E. Boone in reference to male trespassing. Markesia Brown, who is the victim in this case, entered the store in an irate manner and began pushing her with blood on his hands. She did have blood on her sweater, observed by the officer. He was wearing blue jeans, no shirt, blood on his arms. Officer began searching for the defendant. He was detained, covered in blood on his pants and his arm. He said nothing happened. He had only gone inside. However, there is footage from the store that shows him coming in and being irate with various patrons inside the store. Somehow he was escorted by an unidentified male who was no longer on scene. We don't know if he's an employee or just a bystander. He was arrested and processed. That is the first case. Give me just a minute and I will pull up the second one. The incident date on this one is June 22nd, 2006. So about 3.5 months later. Okay. This is same incident location, 901 Joseph E. Boone. This is at 2:30 a.m., so about the same time, 3 months later. Officer observed a black male on top of a black female striking her in the face with a closed fist. Male identified as the defendant, victim identified as Kristen Cobb. Cobb came up to the officer, face bleeding profusely from a laceration on her forehead. Victim wanted to press charges. There is video footage of defendant brutally attacking Miss Cobbs. He was transported to Grady, refused medical attention. Your Honor, again, based on the seriousness of these charges in that he was covered in blood in the first one and brutally attacked a woman in the second one. He's gone back to the same place twice. We have pretty serious concerns about reoffense as well as public safety, as he is unknown to the first in the first case. So we are standing by our 3 years to serve $3,000 fine on these charges.
All right.
Your Honor, in the case that they're saying he was covered in blood, I think that's an exaggeration. And although he may have had blood on his hands, according to the police report that I see, I'm not exactly sure what they're saying that he did. They said he was irate. I guess that is why they are asking for an ADT. Perhaps they're saying they think he may have been drunk in that instant, but I'm not sure I heard that he did anything violent to anyone.
I'm sorry, did you not hear the part where he was on top of her, punching her in the face, or the
I
part where
was
he pushed
speaking
her?
about the first case I said, where you said he had blood on him. I'm
He
aware
pushed her
of,
repeatedly. That's not violent.
okay, he pushed her repeatedly. Was she injured?
This is going to probably be more suited for trial, in arguing the case or the factual basis and things of that nature. If we can't stipulate to that, then I'm not going to accept the non-negotiated plea, Ms. McLeod. So what would you like to do at this point?
We can stipulate to the facts that are in the police report, Your Honor. I'm
Well,
prepared to stipulate to those facts.
but I'm not prepared for him to be released without serving any additional time. Our credit for time served plea, I'm not agreeing
I
to.
understand, Your Honor. Well,
Okay.
I would like to hear how much time the court believes that he should serve. It may be something he's willing to accept, but certainly not 180 days.
Well, I was kind of there at 180 days credit for time served. with the 26th, so that leaves about 154 days. I don't know if they'll do the 2 for 1, so.
Would he have to do anything else? Because that's another consideration, which I would have to discuss with him.
Well, I would want him to get an ADET as well. Of course, the stay away, let's see. 12-week anger management, no firearms. I don't see a problem with those conditions, the ADET and the 12 weeks of anger management.
We don't see a problem with it either, Your Honor. We just see a problem with him serving 180 days. That was the issue why this plea would be non-negotiated.
Right. I'm still at the 180 days as well.
Okay. Well, we would just ask that the case be placed on the earliest available trial calendar, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my
thank you.
business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Next is position, what's your name again?
You can
Miss
tell us the
Haywood. Miss Haywood.
Haywood. All
Your
right.
Honor, that's position number 21. She was transferred to ACDC. I talked to her this morning. It's gonna be a plea judge. My only request for the court is to place her on non-reporting. Either suspend or non-reporting upon completion of the condition, which is the mainly the fine, Judge. But I understand the stay away, so a non-reporting probation is my request, Judge.
Okay. State.
State does not object to non-reporting, Your Honor, after completion of the conditions.
All right. This is 26 CR 004413J, Courtney Haywood. And it is 1 count of criminal trespass and an obstruction charge. And Ms. Haywood, I understand that you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down for me. Going to ask you a series of questions. First being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, and you are prepared and agree?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I was staring at the camera.
Oh, and you are understand that you are giving up the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone told you that you receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised anything to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
To the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
As to the charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. I will accept your guilty plea. You understand your conditions, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that should be it. Anything else, counsel?
No, Judge. I think that's everything for ACDC with the exception of the Spanish interpreter. If we can go in a breakout room. Ms. Milton, I apologize if I interrupted.
No, you're good. Come on.
All right, Miss Lucia.
So
I
so
think
you are,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I think she's here today.
okay, great. Once we finish and we come out of the breakout session, can we do her? Because I got to run.
I got you. All right. Miss Young, who's working Zoom?
Miss Grace.
Oh, Miss Grace, can you put
Yes.
Miss Lucia, ACDC? in a breakout, please? And I'm sorry, and PD or Attorney Haddad.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in the meantime, we'll go to number 30, Mr. Lee.
This is 26 CR 004343D Robert Earl Lee Jr. And is this a plea or, let's see,
This is a plea, Your Honor.
okay.
Yes, and I spoke with Mr. Judd about this. I'm not promoting you yet, Mr. Judd. I spoke with Mr. Judd about this yesterday. I'm just scrolling up to find the case.
And I do apologize for not responding back to you yesterday, Ms.
No,
Spear.
totally fine.
Wasn't able to speak with Mr. Lee again until this morning, but we
Yeah.
did confirm that his apartment building and their apartment building are at opposite ends. His apartment
Okay.
building, their apartment building 30.
Okay. So Your Honor, the reason that Mr. Judd's going into this is that we are asking for a stay away. However, these are neighbors. So we need to make it building specific. As you heard Mr. Judd say, they live on opposite ends of the complex. So we have no problem with returning to the complex just as long as he stays away from the victim's building. We're asking 12 months probation, 10 days to serve, balance probated. I believe he's already got credit for that. 40 hours community service, 12 anger management, no further contact with the victims. David Taylor or Jarvis Mosley, I believe is how it's pronounced. The incident location is 814 Forsyth Street. I don't have my victim's building, but he knows where it is. So if he stays to his building, all should be fine. We do
Gotta
have-
be a little more specific.
Do you
I
know
think-
which building they are in?
Buildings 29 and 30.
Okay. And those happen to be apart?
It's like,
I mean, they're numerical, so I just want to be clear that
correct.
29 and 30 aren't next to each other.
No, the complaining witnesses are in 29 and 30. His is
Oh.
built,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. He's in building what?
he's in building 2.
2.
Okay.
So defendant is in building 2. Okay.
Correct.
And we do ask defense stipulate to ID venue factual basis for purposes of the plea. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Judd.
Thank you, Ms. Beard. We do so stipulate, and that was our understanding of the offer.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Lee, I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. No worries is the other hand. I get it. You can put your hand down. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea here today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
And as to the charge of simple battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. I will accept your guilty plea and you understand your conditions, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
What building, what number was he supposed to stay away from?
He's
29.
supposed to stay away from buildings 29 and 30.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's got 38, Mr. Ponder.
This is 26 CR 004318H. Gary Ponder, 1 count of criminal trespass. Is this a plea?
It is, Your Honor.
All right.
You're on mute, Ms. Spear.
Sorry, it's because I keep coughing. I usually don't mute myself this much. 12 months probation, credit for time served, stay away from all Georgia Tech property, campus, building, premises, whatever. And I do have a note that perhaps we need a social worker visit. We do ask the defense stipulate to ID venue and factual basis for the plea. Thank you.
Your Honor, we do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That is our understanding of the offer. We are asking that his probation be non-report since his only condition is staying away from Georgia Tech.
No objection.
All right, he can go non-reporting after, oh, there is no condition. You just said that. He can go non-reporting. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. And Mr. Ponder,
Yes,
I understand that you wish to plead guilty today. Is that correct?
yes,
All right, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in first. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
yes, ma'am.
All right, and put your hand down for me. Then I ask you a series of questions. The first being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would hinder your understanding right now?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes,
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
yes,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
yes,
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
yes,
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
yes,
And has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty? Guilty?
yes,
No. Has anyone?
I believe he's referring to the plea offer, Your Honor.
Oh, for the plea offer. Okay.
Has anyone,
And so they've not promised anything specifically to get you to plead guilty, have they?
uh-uh.
And they've not told you that you get a lesser sentence just for pleading guilty, have they? All right.
No,
And you do understand that if you're on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
yeah,
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
yes,
As to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
guilty.
All right, thank you. Accept your plea.
Your Honor, I just want to verify one thing. So he's on probation just to stay away from Georgia Tech.
Yes.
thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Good.
And Your Honor, I'm back.
Okay.
On Judge on position number 33. She's also add-on number 3. It's gonna be, we're just gonna enter a not guilty plea at this point, Judge, and requesting that goes to the trial division.
All right.
I'm sorry, what numbers were those again, Mr. Haddad?
I'm sorry, position number 33, and she's also the add-on number 3.
Okay, and that was our Spanish speaker.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Lucia, I guess you can sound, but I don't think we have anyone else. Always get you to do it just in case.
Yes, Your Honor. Damas y caballeros, si es que hay alguien en las salas de la cárcel o de audiencia, o si hay alguien en la llamada de Zoom que necesite un intérprete en español, por favor, abra su cámara, su micrófono, déjeme saber, o párese si está usted en la audiencia.
All right,
It does
thank
not
you.
appear so, Your Honor.
All right, I will see you next time.
Yes, Your Honor. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Thank you.
I know.
All right, who do we have next?
23, Mr. Reeves.
This is 26 CR 002351J, John Johnson.
No, Your Honor, this is petition 43, Mark Reeves.
Oh, 43. I'm sorry. I thought he said 23. 43. Mark Reeves, 26 CR 004320Y. One count of battery family violence.
I'm here. I was
All
just
right.
trying to get there. Oh, computer, why do you hate me? Okay, here we go. State recommended 12 months probation, credit for any time served, no further contact with the victim, Julie Reeves. My understanding is there is a TPO. We are asking him to abide by it, even though that should be given. ADET, MHET, FVIP, forfeit all firearms. We are requesting continuous reporting, and I'm not going to put words in Mr. Judd's mouth, but I believe he wanted a NOLO on this one. And the state would object because this is a stackable offense, Your Honor. We do ask that defense stipulate to ID, venue, and factual basis for the plea. Side note, Mr. Judd, are you not wearing a bow tie today?
No, just a regular tie.
Okay.
Just
First
a
time
regular-
I've seen you without a bow tie. Just making sure I was seeing things correct. Thank
I
you.
switch it up every once in a while.
All
Your
right.
Honor, we do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That is our understanding of the plea. ASG Spears is correct. Mr. Reeves is hoping to plead NOLO. We leave that at your Honor's discretion. And understanding that they will, the state will also object to any kind of phone report or non-report. Mr. Reeves would nonetheless like me to ask at the court's bequest to go non-reporting once he's completed conditions.
Any objection, state, to non-reporting?
Yes, Your Honor, we do, based on the circumstances, the various requirements that we're asking, that a TPO may or may not have been served yet, the state objects to non-reporting. Is Ms. Reeves, is that you? I believe my victim is present, Your Honor.
All right. Ms.
Ms.
Reeves,
Reeves, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
can she hear us?
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Do you wish to make a
Can you hear
brief
me?
statement? Yes. Do you wish to make a brief statement, Ms. Reeves?
Can you
Is
hear
it-
me?
I
Thank you for
can.
your patience. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold
This-
on a second. Do you wish to make a brief statement? Yes or no?
Yes,
Raise your right hand so I can swear you in first. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
I do. Yes.
All right, I will remind you, this is not a trial. This is a plea calendar. So be brief, but let me know what it is you would like to say.
Thank you. Your Honor, I would just like to say that the most important part here for consideration is the required substance abuse programs. This all is happening to my son based on alcohol and drug abuse. And I am requesting that there is mandated, not just evaluation. We've done 3 evaluations this year in Fulton County and at Ridgeview Institute. He needs mandated drug and alcohol treatment. That is the basis of all of this and any other instances. And there's a family history of drug and alcohol abuse that I beg the court to mandate not just evaluation, but treatment.
Right. Well, we have to order the evaluation that then says what the
Mhm.
treatment should be. Unfortunately, I can't just go straight to the juggler and say he must get in treatment if I don't have an evaluation that warrants or tells me that he does need the treatment. And I get what you're saying as a mom for your adult son.
Well, the thing is that what's happened in the other 3 evaluations that I had through the court is that they say they cannot treat what they do not observe. And so if someone is sitting there for 72 hours and observing sobriety. We have a family history of drug and alcohol abuse. So I am well aware of mental health issues. I have 15 years of experience with this. So because they do not treat what they cannot see, what I'm asking is, this is the evidence. This is
Well,
the
only
evidence.
thing I understand, but the only thing I can order, but I don't think it's part of the plea, is that he go into treatment if you had a place to send him for treatment and were willing to pay for it. Otherwise,
Yes.
you know, unfortunately, my hands are somewhat tied at it to order it,
Understood. I
and
just,
then he doesn't have it available. Then he's now violating his bond conditions.
it's available.
I
He
mean, his
has
probation
insurance.
conditions.
It's available. Yes, thank you for consideration. It is available and there is some place we can send him.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anything
Ms.
else?
Reeves, I just had a
come back.
question. If you do have somewhere to send him, then do you want no further contact or no further violent contact? Do you still wish to be a part of his recovery journey?
Yes, as long as that is where that is what we're trying to get, is mental health and drug abuse treatment for Mark.
Is there a TPO in place? I had a note that there might have been.
I understand that there is now. That's what I was trying to do. I was also told it was not served, but I believe since he was picked up, it has been served. And that's what we were trying to do, is this is completely all out of his character, except for drug and alcohol. I cannot state enough how bad these drugs are out. I cannot state it.
The TPO is with you. You
Yes,
have the TPO.
also me a month ago, and then this, but it was never served when it was
I
supposed to have been.
understand, but if your TPO goes through, then you won't be able to have contact.
Okay. I honestly don't know the status of it, because I have an email from the court stating that it was not served.
Yeah, but they would have told you then the next statement would have been, and it's being dismissed. Did you ever get a
Yes,
dismissal?
I have an email stating that, but then now, based on this, I've been told, but I don't have any other email that it's been served.
Well, but if the dismissal came first, there's nothing to serve.
I agree. This has been the dilemma, and I have been down to Fulton County more times than I can count this year, Your Honor. So it does not, it seems there may be a clerical error.
Well,
whatever you recommend based on what we're asking, which is to simply state it, contact is okay as long as Mark is in active drug and alcohol treatment. I will support that as long as he is in active drug and alcohol treatment.
okay.
So whatever paperwork needs to, apply.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, PD Judd. And I guess the state. So what are we doing here for this plea?
Well, I believe we laid out
go
the conditions unless you want them to lay it out again.
Yes.
Let me pull it up. Okay, 12 months probation, credit for time served. Will amend to no further violent contact with the victim, Julie Reeves. However, if the TPO has not been dismissed and has been served, abide by the TPO. If it has in fact been dismissed, we'll stick with no further violent contact, as she does seem to want to support him. We did ask for an ADET. We originally asked for an MHET, but per the victim, we will no longer request that. We will stand by the ADET.
There also needs to be, I'm sorry, pardon me. There also needs to be mental health. If that's a mental health evaluation.
Both.
Yes,
She
yes.
Okay, so
said
we'll
both.
keep ADT,
Yes.
MHET.
Yes.
Because it's not intimate partner, we won't ask for the FVIP though. Your Honor, we'll defer if we need anger management, but it sounds like the ADET and the MHET might resolve things. Forfeit all firearms, continuous reporting, objection to Lindolo ought to cover it.
Your Honor, that is our understanding of the plea offer. We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. Mr. Reeves does want me to make it clear to the court that the reason why the last 3 evaluations come back as negative is, at least part of it, they do drug tests, and those drug tests came back negative. They also go through a comprehensive evaluation that came back negative. And Ms. Julie, I know you had a lot of chances to speak today, but it is our turn. Your Honor, Mr. Reeves has no issue with no further violent contact. I think he's still considering whether he wants contact in any state. Mr. Reeves does vehemently presents that he has no issues with drugs or alcohol. That the fact that he might like a margarita once a week doesn't mean he has a problem with alcohol. But he has no problems with these conditions as they've been laid out in the plea offer.
Well, I would order, the ADET and the MHET. And here again, I will say to the victim, Ms. Reeves, that if they come back negative, which they might, because he's, especially the ADET, because he's been in jail how many days?
Correct. Correct.
So it's gonna probably do
and-
that, but
right.
they have ways to determine if there's been prior drug use. But I thought you stated, and state, let me correct you, that she wanted no further violent contact as long as he is in treatment.
Mhm.
Okay, and I thought I heard that. And so if he's not in treatment, she wants no further contact. And he would have to stay away. It sounds to me, and you get your temporary protective order ex parte, and then if it's never served, it gets dismissed or they can reset it. But I suspect you're going to have to start that process over again. And if you start that process then and get it and are successful with getting the TPO, then he won't be able to be around you. And so I don't know if you would be able to effectuate him getting treatment if you are ordered to have no contact with your TPO. So I suggest you speak to the victim witness advocates for the solicitor's office to determine which way you want to go with that TPO. It's a kind of a circular argument.
And that's what I've been in. So that's why we're here now. So if it's not resolved and there's no court mandated drug and alcohol treatment, Your Honor, we have pictures which I put attached to the TPO. Mark has broken into our house through broken glass.
Your Honor, this
Oh, I understand, but this is evidence of the drug and alcohol abuse. So no one would climb through a broken glass window. He has been, so there, I have plenty of evidence of drug and alcohol abuse. All I'm simply trying to do is help him to get mandatory drug and alcohol abuse so that this doesn't keep happening, so that he can go back to work. This day it happened, he was going to his son's birthday party, which he couldn't go back to. He is a father. He has to get better in order for no further actions to be taken.
How old is
Period.
Mr. Reeves? How old is your son, Ms. Reeves?
31.
PD Judd, I don't know what he's willing to agree to. I would love to put the conditions there. But again, unless Ms. Reeves told me she had a bed at such and such and they're waiting on him to come, it is harder for me to order that.
He can go back to Ridgeview. He voluntarily went to Ridgeview in November for a few days and then left. So I can't,
that could happen again,
Yeah,
because he is an adult to check himself in and out, unfortunately.
which is exactly how we got here. And so that's why I'm begging the court to offer a court mandated program because of all the incidents, Mr. Judge, that you do not want me to bring up. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't have a court mandated program. I wish I did that I could order him to. That's the problem. He's
I
got
have
to
a couple of
volunteer.
thoughts.
Yes.
And this is just one, a lot of the evaluations are self-reporting. A way that I have found that a way to be circumvented is to have a copy of the evaluation sent to the solicitor's office with a waiver showing that he is honest about his history. The other option, of course, is while we can't force him to do a program, we can and often do say a minimum of 2 or 3 AA meetings or NA meetings a week, although we are unsure which it would take place, which he needs, if he needs either. But that seems to be,
I've been in sobriety 15 years. I go to AA meetings. He knows that. He's come with me before, AA and NA. It is AA and it for Mark right now. is
We
period.
we have a negotiated plea deal. The terms have been given and accepted. This is a contract that has been formed. And the MHET, ADET, FVIP is more than enough. And I'm fairly
I
sure.
think they took the FVIP
Yeah,
off.
we took FVIP off because it's not intimate partner
Mark also
violence.
has nowhere to live.
Okay, and Your Honor, at this point, there has been an agreement made and accepted. He already has multiple conditions to meet. If he is found to be needing treatment, they will order that he has treatment, and that will become a court order. At this point, I think going any further into his history or speculation or what people who have gone to AA for years might think about other people having a drink is completely irrelevant to what is happening right here. And we've spent more than enough time on.
Okay, Miss.
Miss Julie, you have spoken a lot. Thank you.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
I look forward to him calling
Okay.
me Mr. Judd. Thank you.
All right. All right, State. Is the offer still there? Are we taking a plea or not?
The offer stands, I mean, minus the minor amendment of removing the FEIP as it's not intimate partner violence. I will defer to the court if you wish to substitute anger management or if you feel the ADET and the MHET are sufficient to address the underlying causes. But other than that, yes, everything is the same.
All right. I'm going to add in the AA meetings and the NA meetings, three per week of the AA and I guess 2 per week of the NA. I will add that. Would you agree to that, Mr. Judd?
Your Honor, I believe he will be. He does want to make sure that it does not have to be the same AA or NA meetings that his mother is at.
Oh, I would never order him to go to the same ones that his mother go. I'm not even going to tell him where to go. He just, part of his probation would be that he has to go somewhere.
May we have just a moment, Your Honor?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that going to be in substitution for anything or in addition?
It can be a substitution for the FVIP.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still needs to be evaluated regardless.
And how many classes would that be in total, Your Honor? Because it says attend NA/NA meeting weekly, starting with,
It says attend what now?
on the sheet it says attend. So how many days are you giving him?
3 days for AA meetings and 2 days for NA.
For
So
how
it's a
long?
total of 5.
5 days?
Right. All right. Mr. Judd? Oh, they're still talking. Mr. Judd?
Mr.
Yeah.
Reeves is willing to accept that.
He's willing to accept that? Okay.
Yes, and
All
just
right.
I was having a conversation with him while I heard there was more conversation between Ms. Young and Your Honor. There was conversation
Oh,
about how
she was just asking me about the sheet, what to put on the sentencing sheet. I think it does a total of days, not separating it. I said 3 AA and 2 NA, which is a total of 5 days going to,
is that 5 a week?
no. Yeah, it's weekly. I don't do it monthly. It would be, he would need to be somewhere almost every day to get himself together. And maybe if that's unreasonable and he can't do that because, you know, and let me say this, and maybe we can say it this way. If he is found to not need treatment according to these 2 evaluations, and then, you know, then I can cut it down to 4 days a week or something like that. But if the treatment, you know, he wouldn't do double duty. If the evaluations say he needs treatment and they order it, then that would be first. He would go by the ordered treatment from the evaluations. But if, as his mom has stated, these evaluations come up negative, then I want him to go somewhere. And I'm sorry, Ms. Young, at least 4 days a week. That would be my recommendation for the plea.
So even if the evaluation says that he has no issues with drugs or alcohol, he still needs to go to AA and NA 4 days.
Yes. Yes.
How do I work?
Okay, Your Honor, Your
You
Honor,
may-
you're saying 4 days a week. So I have 3 AA classes plus 2 NA classes per week,
I've
or
heard you.
just 5 total classes. Like you're saying different things.
Right. And I'm trying to make it reasonable. I guess if he works, he can go every evening to stay on track. I don't know. Okay. So I see mom shaking her head. So yes, 5 days.
So
And then, hmm
3 AA classes per week
yes,
and 2 NA classes per week.
if his evaluations state that he does not need treatment.
Okay.
Okay. Is that clearer?
Yes, that's better for me.
Okay. Got you.
Your Honor, can we come back to Mr. Reeves and allow him a chance to think over that? Because that's very different from what we agreed to.
Right.
5 classes a week for a year.
Okay.
Mr. Matthews, can we,
Yeah.
can you mute it?
Ms. Julie, could you please stay muted until the judge asks you to unmute?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just hang on a second, Ms. Reeves. Okay. Who are we going to next, Deputy?
Number 48, Sam.
All right, this is 26 CR 004396G, Joseph Sam. Is this a plea?
This is, Your Honor.
All right.
This is theft by shoplifting. State recommends 12 months probation, credit for time served, $500 fine. Stay away from Lenox Mall at 3393 Peachtree Road, and an anti-theft course. We also escalate that, excuse me, ask that the defense stipulate to ID venue and factual basis for purposes of the plea.
Your Honor, we do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That was our understanding of the offer. The credit for time served, he has served 29 days as of today. Your Honor, he did plead to a misdemeanor case back on June 30th. This is not a new charge. He had this open case. For some reason, they were not both caught together. So we're simply asking that his probation be allowed to merge with that already existing probation, with the new terms added, of course.
Date.
Yeah, no objection. As long as there's no need to double up. If someone's already keeping an eye on him, that's all that matters.
All right. Ms. Young, you can accommodate that?
And I have that other case number if you need, Ms. Young.
Okay, I'm confused.
I have it as well. I have your email up.
He's already on probation. So are we going to say that there will be no
You wanted to
probation?
run, so they want to run concurrent with,
Probably saying run concurrent with.
okay, what's the case number?
CR
What says start over again?
26 CR 003948 A as in alpha.
3948.
Yes, ma'am. And A as in alpha.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I believe that's it, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Sam, I understand you wish to plead guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, raise your right hand for me so I can swear you in. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your hand down. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by your guilty plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
So as to the charge of theft by shoplifting, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, I will accept your guilty plea. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
50, Mr. Smith.
I'm sorry?
Number 50, Mr. Smith.
Oh, okay. This is 26 CR 004364D, Sebastian Smith, and this is a plea.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. And State?
Yes, Your Honor. Count one, battery. State recommends 12 months probation, credit for time served. No further contact with the victim. I'm probably going to say this wrong. Mani Bhagat. Stay away from the Travel Lodge at 2471 Old National Parkway. The restitution amount is $800 for Mr. Bhagat's glasses. Count 2, loitering and prowling, and count 3, criminal trespass. State recommends credit for time served on both those counts. We do ask that defense stipulate to ID venue and factual basis for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That is our understanding of the offer. I believe Mr. Smith wanted to know if the restitution could be converted to community service. I told him I didn't believe that was a possibility, but if it is, we'll leave that at the discretion of the court.
He can't. You want the broken glasses to be community service? Did I hear that right?
Like I said, I didn't believe that it was a possibility, but if it is possible,
No, he needs to pay for the glasses, the restitution.
well, then he'll be fine with that, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
He is good with that, Your Honor. It is still.
All right. All right. Raise your right hand for me, Mr. Smith. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, is it 500 or 800 for the broken glasses?
800.
Oh, I said 500. All right, put your hand down for me. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. First being, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, Your Honor.
And are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared? Oh, I'm sorry. And that you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you prepared and agree to waive these rights today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised anything to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charges against you?
I do.
All right. As to the charge of battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Charge of loitering and prowling, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. I'll accept your guilty plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Today. Mr. Watkins. Okay.
Ms. Spear, I have a question. When y'all say credit for time served, do y'all just want a time served, or you just want the 12 months probation credit for time served?
We never know how much time they've done.
I'm not talking about that. When you say credit for time served, are you asking for a time served plea, or are you asking for the credit for time served?
We can just do time served.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 16 days on his, Ms. Young. I should have said that. I'm sorry.
I ain't got any more to do. All right.
Right.
All right, what number?
53, 54.
This is Javon Watkins, 24 CR 0044666E, and the FTA ending in 1228. Is this still a plea?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. The case ending 4466E obstruction, 12 months probation, time served with the $300 fine by statute. Position 54 is an FTA, which we are willing to dismiss in exchange for the plea. We do ask that defense stipulate to ID venue and factual basis for purposes of the plea.
We do so stipulate for the purposes of the plea. That was our understanding. Your Honor, he has served, it was 4 days on the underlying charge, 9 days as of the most recent arrest. So 13 days total as of today. Your Honor, we are asking that his case be allowed to go non-reporting upon completion of payment of the fine. And I believe Mr. Watkins is wanting to put before the court a nolo plea if the court is willing to accept it. However, is willing to accept a guilty if not.
Okay. I don't know about the NOLO plea if he hasn't used one in 5 years, or the state will tell me different, or pretrial.
Missed the question. My apologies. I wasn't. Or were you asking me a question? I heard you say pre-trial.
I said it, but I don't know if you can find it or if you're aware. 53 and 54 is Mr. Javon Watkins, and he wants to use a NOLO plea.
State would object based on it was an obstruction charge, but it was, I won't say violence against an officer, but it wasn't a standard resisting arrest type obstruction charge. So we would object to a NOLO.
All right, Mr. Judd.
Just for clarity, Your Honor, he closed the door in the face of an officer who did not have warrants.
Repeatedly until he could lock it.
And I don't have no, I got it on camera, and I don't have a main charge.
Well, hey, if we want to get into that, we'll have to set for trial. We can, if that's what you want to do.
I'm ready to get this over with. It's been 2 years.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, he is putting before the court a NOLO plea, and if the court's unwilling to accept that, then.
And if the court, I didn't hear your last sentence.
If the court is unwilling to accept a NOLO, then he will enter a guilty plea.
Okay. I will just accept the guilty plea. And deny the NOLO. So if he's willing to go forward, I will take the plea.
And Your Honor, would he be allowed to go non-reporting upon payment of the fine?
I have no objection to non-reporting.
Okay, you can go non-reporting.
Thank you, Your Honor. Then yes, he's willing to go forward with the plea.
All right, raise your right hand for me, Mr. Watkins. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
No.
All right, thank you. First question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Ma'am.
All right, and are you, do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Ma'am.
You're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Ma'am.
Has anyone told you that you'll receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, your probation could be affected by a guilty plea today?
No.
And do you understand, do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
No.
All right. And so as to the charge of willful obstruction, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right. Thank you. I will accept your guilty plea.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
Going to position number 12, Mr. Davidson.
All right. This is 26 CR 004432B, Lamar Davidson. And is this going to be a plea?
Yes, Judge.
All right. State.
You might have requested the state. I'm not sure. It seems like my bandwidth is pretty low. So if you can't hear me, please let me know.
We
We
got
can
you.
hear you.
Okay. 12. So the state's request is that the defendant be sentenced to 12 months probation. He receive his balance probated, 40 hours of community service, 8 weeks of anger management, and no further contact with Mr. Jeremy Gordon, and stay away from 1940 Piedmont Road.
All right. Judy White,
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
so stipulate?
We do stipulate for the purpose of plea, Judge. We've adjusted his probation. Terminated or non-reporting once he completes all his requirements.
And Your Honor, the state is looking into our victim contact just to provide our agreement or disagreement with defense requests. Just one moment. Your Honor, at this time, the state's request is that the defendant continue to report after he has completed his requirements for probation. And the victim may be on this call. They are expected to be here today. So if we could sound for them, they might have some words that they would like to say, Your Honor.
Is the victim on? Say their name, please, and ask.
Jeremy Gordon is the victim. Mr. Jeremy Gordon, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Turn on your camera, please. And if you wish to make a statement, you have to turn on your camera. And I will swear you in. If you don't, then you can continue listening in. Which would you like to do?
I have no problem with the terms
The
of,
plea? Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything else that you need to say or add, is that correct?
just as long as he
Hold
just
on,
stays
hold
away.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. If you're gonna testify, say something, I have to put you under oath.
All right, no problem.
Okay, do you want to say something? I can quickly put you under oath and you can say
Yes.
that. All right, raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, put your hand down. And what were you gonna say?
Just as long as he stays away from me and no other issues, then I have no problem with what the jury, what the court decides.
Okay, all right. Okay, that is good. You can mute yourself and continue listening in. And he'll go non-reporting after he's completed the conditions. But I guess I will at least state to Defendant Davidson, when you go non-reporting, it doesn't mean that the stay away is terminated. You just won't report, but you still will have to have no further contact from Jeremy Gordon and stay away from his residence, work, or anywhere where he may be. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, ready for the plea? Raise your right hand for me, Mr. Davidson. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. Put your hand down. Going to ask you a series of questions and make sure that your plea is voluntary.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, my apologies.
I said, I'm going to ask you a series of questions to make sure you understand your plea and that it is voluntary.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The first question is, are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that it would impair your understanding at this time?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Absolutely.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up or waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are prepared and agree to waive these rights today, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No, ma'am. They haven't, no.
And you do understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by the guilty plea today?
Right.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, ma'am.
As to the charge of simple battery, how do you plead?
Guilty.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
I'm going at 43, Mr. Reed.
Okay. So, okay. But it was done.
Yeah. All right, go back there. I'll talk.
And you said which position, deputy?
Go back to 43, Mr. Reeves.
Okay.
Oh, we're going back to Mr. Reeves. Okay. Sorry, I was confused.
All right, what are we doing here, PD Jet?
Your Honor, Mr. Reeves is still wanting to enter into the plea today. He does want me to point out for the court that 5 meetings a week, it pulls him away from coaching Little League, it pulls him away from his job, it pulls him away from his son, everything that builds community and actually helps people escape addiction, actually helps recovery. And as I'm sure the court is already aware, I've been a public defender for almost 8 years now. I've worked very intrinsically with the homeless population, addicted population. Forcing treatment only makes people worse. I don't think that's going to help Mr. Reeves, but he is nonetheless willing to accept this plea.
Well, we can do 3 days instead of 5. I think something the litigation manager said the form asked for 5. I can ask for less so that he can be involved with his son. I have a life, but I don't know, what is more important at this point. I guess if he, continues with his sobriety, he can go back to do those things.
I think 3 would be more reasonable than 5.
All right.
He does
Ms.
make.
Young, what did you say I can do on the form?
Oh, no, I was just asking the dates. It's not a mandatory thing. So you want 2 AA and 1 NA a week?
Yes.
2 AA and 1 NA. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
One question. Did we accept the no-low plea or we did not?
They were objecting to the no-low plea.
Were you asking me, Your Honor?
Yeah, no, you said you all.
Yeah, we
had
did
objected.
object.
So is he still willing to take the plea or not?
Mr. Reeves. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. And I'll swear you in, Mr. Reeves. Raise your right hand for me. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth under the penalty of perjury? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Make sure you understand your plea. Are you presently under the influence of any unprescribed medication, drugs, or alcohol that would impair your understanding at this time?
I don't do drugs.
I can't hear you.
No, ma'am, I don't do drugs.
That's my question was any unprescribed.
No, no, ma'am.
Okay. Are you satisfied with the services and representation of your attorney?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Okay, you need to speak up and speak louder so the court reporter can hear your answers. Do you
Yes.
understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up and waiving the right to the presumption of innocence?
Yes.
That you're giving up and waiving the right to remain silent and not testify against yourself?
Yes.
That you're giving up the right to trial by judge or jury, whichever you prefer?
Yes.
And are you prepared to agree to waive these rights today?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that you will receive a lesser sentence for pleading guilty? Has anyone promised you anything to plead guilty?
No.
And do you understand that if you're currently on probation, it could be affected by a guilty plea today?
Yes.
And do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge and the conditions that are against you today?
I didn't hear the first part.
I'm sorry?
I couldn't hear you. Can you
Oh,
repeat?
I said that do you offer this guilty plea freely and voluntarily with the full understanding of the charge against you and the conditions that you will have to complete?
Yes.
All right. That is going to be the order of the court to accept the plea with the conditions that we have been discussing all day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Nominee, discussion? Not trying to have a DCDC action. No, that's how it's. Very cool. Done.
That should be it, Judge.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Do we have anything else?
You ready for the calendar?
Yes.
No. They went, they just said the law officer was saying people coming up there looking for him here, they was there, they said he ain't here. The people on the road said he was down the road.
Position 1 is reset comp 7:30. Position 2 was a plea. Position 3 and 4 released. Position 5, 6 was a plea. Position 7 was an all pros. Position 8 and 9, Burton. They said they needed to speak with him. What happened with him?
That's a waiver.
Thank you. Position 10 was a plea. 11 jail jury. 12 plea. 13 non-negotiated plea. 14, 15, 16 was a plea. 17 jail jury. 18 jail jury. 19,
That's a waiver.
thank you. And 20 plea, 21 plea.
21 is actually reset. They were unable to bring her to court.
Tom, I ended up handling it. She was at ACDC.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Position 22 was a plea. 23, 24, 25, 26 was released. 27 was a plea. 28 is reset for 7/21, final reset for offer. 29 plea. 30 plea. 31 released. 32 and add on 3 is the same person, reset for 7/21. No, I'm sorry. Ignore that announcement. Position 32 is 7/21. Position 33 and position 3 on the add-on jail jury. Position 34, 35, 36, 37, jail jury. 38 was a plea. 39 through 42, jail jury. 43 was a plea. 44, 45, jail jury. 46 and 47, rushing.
Your Honor, he had a court appearance down at the City of Atlanta courthouse, and so was not brought in. It was going to be a plea, but he wasn't brought.
721.
I couldn't hear, I'm sorry.
You want to reset it for next Tuesday? You want to reset?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. 721.
Thank you.
You're welcome. $48 was a plea. 49 plea. 50 plea. Oh, let me make an announcement on 48 is gonna run concurrent with this companion case. 49 a plea. 50 was a plea. 51 jail jury, 52 jail jury, 53 plea, 54 non-pros, 55 non-pros, 56 is reset further notice. Add-on 1 was a plea, and add-on 2 was a plea. And again, that add-on 3 is reset for jail jury. That completes the call of the calendar.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one, everybody.
Okay, I'll be waiting everyone's paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay, don't forget to send over the non-profit.
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me. Can someone hear me?
Yes,
Who's
ma'am, we can
talking?
hear you. Please.
Yeah,
I was
can't talk to you without seeing you.
I was waiting for Anthony Martinez's case, but I never heard it.
Was that the one with Mr. Was that on the calendar?
32, Martinez Padilla.
Yes.
That case is reset to the next Tuesday. it looks
Yeah,
like.
it's reset to July 21st.
Reset it? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
come back on the same link on July 21st. Is that right, Mr. White?
Yeah, same time, same place, next week, same link.
On the 21st.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Anything else? I think we're good, everybody. See you next time.
All righty.
All right. Bye-bye.